Hello y'all, I'm Diana Brienne and I'm going to show you around the house my floors, my hardwood floors. And as y'all know, I decided to be the do-it-yourself queen and do my hardwood floors myself. All my furniture is out here, it's all over the house. I'm kind of working around the heavier pieces of furniture rather than taking all the furniture out of the room. And so I'm really, I'm not an expert at this. This is not something that I have ever done before. And I YouTubed it and I got a lot of different viewpoints on how to do it. And what I was to discover after was that it's important to wait at least 48 hours before walking on it. And in one video I saw was like in 4 hours you could walk on it. Well, I did. And so long story short, after sanding, after staining, the stain and sanding looked amazing. And the first coat of polyurethane looked amazing. But when we walked on it too soon, I decided to put another coat of polyurethane on it, thinking that that would cover it up. Big mistake. And that was probably my biggest mistake besides walking on it too soon that I made, and was putting the polyurethane second and third coat on too quickly, one right after the other. So we'll see how it turns out. I think it's still drying, so what you're going to see is kind of a little bit blotchy right now because it's drying. And I'm probably going to have to go over it at some kind of level because there's a few footprints along the way. But I want to wait until it's completely dried. And once it's completely dried, I can assess it to see if I need to sand some of the footprints off or if I can just cover them up or, whatever, or maybe it won't even be noticeable. So, but it was looking perfect yesterday. But I did put too much polyurethane on at one time, I believe. And like I said, I've never done this before. This is the first time refinishing my hardwoods. I sanded, I stained, and then I did the polyurethane. So, okay, so come along. Thank you all, and I hope to talk to you soon again. And remember something. Remember that, in life, it's scary to take chances. And if we don't take a chance in life, sometimes we're never, ever going to achieve anything, even if it comes with mistakes. And, this may very well have come with some mistakes, but I'm learning. And, the next time I do it, if there ever is a next time, I will be a lot further ahead than I was this time. Well, from my house to yours, stay tuned and watch the rest of the video, if you will. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Now I fixed my polyurethane mistake. Hello y'all, I'm Diana Brienne. Well, in the first part of the video, I told you I wasn't sure. So lo and behold, I have found a baby blanket, and I have been, the polyurethane was not completely dried. And so I decided, I didn't know, after sanding, after staining, it all looked beautiful. And then the first coat of polyurethane, it looked absolutely wonderful. And then it didn't look so good because I applied the second and third coat of polyurethane maybe like 8 hours after. And I found out you're really not supposed to do it until 12 hours after. Now I'm walking around on a baby blanket here, an old baby blanket that I had. And I'm shining the floor as we go. And so what had happened was, after I sanded, after I stained it, this is my first time ever doing something like this. And so after I sanded and stained, my son walked across the floor. I didn't know. And I walked across the floor because I thought it was dry, and it wasn't. So that is why I put on the additional polyurethane, because I did not know that you couldn't put it on within 8 hours, or shouldn't. I don't really even know what the rules are, if there are any rules, but I know that I learned a big lesson. And so I was trying to get rid of the footprints, and I thought by putting another coat on would do it. Well, big mistake. You don't put polyurethane on top of wet polyurethane, from my understanding. So I thought, oh no, am I going to have to resand these floors after I've done all this work? And you know what? I came home from church tonight, And I prayed about it. I prayed about it. My house is a mess because I have everything turned upside down. And I prayed about it. And I thought, you know, what can I do? And I saw this baby blanket that I had. And I unplugged the big light in here for some reason, so you can't really see. But the reflection in that on here is not discoloration or anything. It's just the way the lighting is here. And so the thing is that I took this baby blanket and I went through the whole house with this baby blanket, and I just kind of waddled with it, and it just came out perfect. And the reason I say waddled with it is because it sort of shined away. I'm not recommending this at all because it may not work for someone else. My floors were almost dry now, sort of. I mean, it takes longer than 48 hours, I think, actually. But they were sort of dry enough. And I was able to I've got the front door open, so we have a lot of air in here because the stuff smells really, really, really not good. And so I had made the decision that, you know, it's either sand it again and start all over, or to do it this way. And it was wet enough so that I could, not wet, but it was not quite dry, and I was able to do this. And so far, so good. And like I said, I'm not recommending this to anybody. I'm just saying this is what I did. So my biggest blunder so far has been putting 3 coats of polyurethane on right after the other. And so I'm not an expert at this. I have no idea what I'm doing even at the moment, but it seems now to be working. And I'm doing a total of 6 rooms and kind of working around all the furniture, the big heavy furniture, the best I can, because I didn't want to move all the furniture out of the house to do this. And I'm doing it all by myself. So, you know, success comes with mistakes along the way. And, you know, that's just what happens. And sometimes you will meet up with, you know, failure or mistakes, but they're only there to teach you a lesson and to move on. And so I'm waddling around the house, shining my floors after 3 coats of polyurethane. And let's hope that this turns out as beautiful as it's looking right now, okay? Because I've never done anything like this before. It was a total do-it-yourself. Watch YouTube videos, pray, and hope for the best, okay? So here I go. And I hope you like, share, subscribe. And I hope to talk to y'all soon again. Bye-bye.